everyone, Tom Marks from IGN here with Tim Willits from id Software. How you doing?
Oh, great.
You're here to give us a look at Rage 2 and specifically kind of its upgrades and how you get into modifying abilities and weapons and all that jazz.
So a lot of people talk about the upgrades in Rage 2 and they want to know, what can you upgrade, what can you advance? So we really tried hard to have everything upgradable from your weapons, your nanotrite abilities, and your items. So the upgrade interface is all done in the menu system here, where we have inventory of items, we have your nanotrite abilities, we have your weapons, and we have your projects, and of course we have vehicles. So so let's talk about the inventory. So so in Rage 2, we have the classic wing stick, which is the signature item and usable item of the Rage franchise. Of course, we have grenades and we have health infusions, and as you can see here on the right side of the screen, we have each of the tiers. So we have 5 tiers for the items. So for usable items, you as a player need to purchase schematics for each of the levels, and then once you have those schematics and you collect the components in the wasteland, then you can craft them. So you can see I can hold down X here, and I can craft a wing stick. So items are pretty straightforward. You buy the schematics, you collect the components, and you can craft them. And you can see here down here is our resources, where we have everything from ammo to craftable items. So nanotrite abilities, your abilities in Rage 2 really is the cornerstone of the action. So on the left, as you can see, all the abilities that we have that we've unlocked. And unlock abilities in Rage 2, you find arcs, you open the arcs, and then you can upgrade these abilities. So we have Shatter, Grab, Jump, Defib, Barrier, Slam, Dash. So each of these abilities have multiple levels. And to unlock the next level, you need to spend Feltrite. So if you look on the right side of the screen, you can see that Shatter, I've unlocked the first 2 levels. To unlock the 3rd level, I need 500 Feltrites, and I only have 298. So once you unlock a tier, then you can go and look at the perks. Hold on, let me go back here. You can look at the perks of each of the nanotrite abilities. So, here I have for Slam, I've increased the cooldown, I've increased the range, and then when I unlock the next level, then I'm able to cooldown again, reduce to 15 seconds. The range is bigger. For me personally, I like my nanotrite abilities to recharge as fast as they can. So you can see I can spend a nanotrite booster on unlocking that perk. So
your Feltrite is like your currency that you spend to upgrade these things, and then you spend the boosters specifically on kind of modifications to those abilities.
Exactly. Yeah, Feltrite really is the currency of your upgrade system in Rage 2. So like in the game here, if you look in the lower left corner, we have your 4 kind of primary abilities. We also have dash and then double jump. But it's those kind of 4 main abilities that me personally, I focus my upgrades on, because those are the most impactful. So go into the nanotrites. So weapons. Weapons work actually very similar to the nanotrite abilities, where you see we have our list of weapons. Shotgun, cornerstone of every id Software game. Me personally, I try to upgrade this first because it's, you can never go wrong with a shotgun.
It's the bread and butter.
It is. And one of the great things about the Rage 2 shotgun is when you iron sight or you zoom in, it does a concentrated shot where it knocks enemies back. So here, the system works basically the same. You collect Feltrite and you spin Feltrite to unlock the weapon level. And then once that level is unlocked, just like the abilities, you can go in and you can pick perks for them. So, and these are weapon upgrade mods. And those are found, you can either buy them from vendors, or you can find them in ARC chests, or you can find them as rewards for activities. So we talked about nanotrite abilities, talked about weapons, projects. So in Rage 2, there are 4 characters that you interact with the most. Lily is your sister, John Marshall, Lusum Hagar, and Dr. Kvassir. So each of these NPCs or characters have a set of projects. And so like we go into Lily's project tree, hers is very basic. And when you complete activities in the Wasteland, you can go into each of the character's project tree and you can see some of the projects that you can unlock. So currently I have 26 project points. So I can do some cool things. So I've unlocked level 3 of John Marshall's projects. And you can see here, this project is carry an additional 25% more of each type of bullet ammunition. Yes, that's important because I love using the shotgun. I want to carry more shotgun shells. And then like Dr. Kvassir's projects are all about discovery and technology. So like down level 3, delay the detonation of enemy grenades by 1 second, which is very useful when you're in combat.
So while the nanotrite and the weapon upgrades are more specific to each ability or each weapon, the project seems to be more about either your character or your interaction with the world and a little bit just more general power upgrades. Exactly.
Like, Lusum here, she has a whole set of projects that actually, increase, they use less components to craft things. So if you're a type of player that likes to collect things, they search for everything around every corner, and they like to make their own grenades and wing sticks, it's probably a good idea to spend some project points on these four projects. So that's how projects work. And then vehicles. So your Phoenix is your main vehicle in Rage 2. Now you can unlock all of these other vehicles. Most of the vehicles, like the Goon Squad tank, you find this in the Wasteland, you jump into it, you steal it, you drive it back to one of your towns, you get it back to your town, then it appears in your garage, and you can spawn it in when you're in the Wasteland. But on the Phoenix, you can upgrade the Phoenix. So if I go to the upgrade page, you can see the different items that I can upgrade. So armor, you can add weapons, you can add the blast effect. Ejector seat's kind of fun, where you can hold down eject and it sends you flying out of the Phoenix and you can like ambush guys. So that's kind of fun. So again, vehicles, projects, weapons, nanotrite abilities, and inventory. Really a lot of options for players to experiment with. What I find is for players that like a particular weapon, like the pulse cannon, and as soon as they get it, they have a bunch of feltrite. They spend all their feltrite to max it out because that's the weapon they want to use. And the game really lets you play that way. And it's really encouraging to watch people play and how, some people love using the items, some people love using the projects, some people love just using the shotgun. And Rage 2 gives you those choices.
Tim, thank you very much for showing that off to us.
My pleasure.
If you want to see more Rage 2, we have 11 minutes of gameplay up on IGN.com with a cameo from the BFG in there.
BFG's cool.
And then we've also got a full preview that you can read as well. And for everything else Rage 2, keep it right here on IGN.